how to help your toddler talk using cars. This is the first video in the Toys for Talking series. I'm Melissa, a pediatric speech-language pathologist, mom of 3, and the founder of Raising Little Talkers. And if you have a car-obsessed toddler or you want to introduce your toddler to cars, here are some activities that you can use to grow their vocabulary and get your toddler talking. The first activity I recommend is the most simple, and it's literally rolling cars back and forth. Hear me out. You're going to sit across from your toddler with your legs in a V shape. You can encourage your toddler to do the same. This is great for following directions. You could say, let's play push the car. Put your legs out like mommies while pointing to your legs. And you're going to push a car back and forth between you. Now, before each push, you're going to model my turn, your turn. You may not realize it, but turn taking is a critical skill for communication. When you have a conversation with another person, we take turns speaking back and forth, back and forth. You can also say, ready, set, push. This is another take on the common ready, set, go phrase, and it builds anticipation in toddlers as they wait for the signal. After your child is familiar with this phrase, you can wait for them to communicate before pushing the car to them. Their communication doesn't have to be words necessarily. It can be vocalizing, it can be pointing, it can be smiling. Whatever it is, you want to encourage it by adding simple language to it and following through on what it is they are communicating. So in this case, push and pushing the car to them. It's also helpful to model fun play sounds like beep beep, vroom, zoom in an animated voice because these types of noises are often imitated earlier than words. Another fun activity is making a road out of tape. You can use painter's tape because it pulls up easily, it comes in lots of colors, and is easy for little fingers to tear. You can include your toddler in making the road. They can lay down some tape on their own or even point to where they want you to put it. You can make a long winding path or a closed loop, and you can even make shapes too. And if your toddler's a little bit older and interested in cutting, you can use kid scissors and let them cut, and you can model the word cut each time your little one cuts the tape. While you're making the road, you can comment on how the tape is sticky on your fingers, and you can repeat the word down as you place the tape on the ground, or road, or more each time you lay down some tape. Once the road is finished, you're ready to drive your cars on it. And for this part, I love modeling the words fast and slow as I demonstrate the two speeds. I like to use 2 different cars for this one, especially for little ones who can't repeat those words yet. That way I can offer them a choice. Do you want the fast car or the slow car? And they can point to the one that they want. You can also model stop and go as you drive the cars around. So go, stop, go, stop. You can also make a tunnel out of blocks or an arch and drive the cars under or through the tunnel. Next up is a racetrack activity, and this is the one I use. It is pretty old, so I will link something similar in the description below, but if you don't want to buy one, you can use the top of a container like this. Even a smaller one will work, and you just lean it against a couch or a bed or a chair, and you have your own ramp. And the secret sauce to this game and helping your toddler talk is to keep all the cars in your lap in a bag or a box and dole them out one at a time. And you're going to model car each time you hand one to your child. By doing this, you're giving your toddler the opportunity to communicate that they want more, and it includes you in the play. So even if your child doesn't say the word, it's still an opportunity for you to model it. Some great words that you can say are help or open when your child wants another car, and then car when you hand it to them. It can also work with just one car, where after your child has taken a couple turns, you quickly put the car back in the box and close the lid so that your toddler has to request it again. Now, disclaimer, we don't want your child to be so frustrated that they melt down or shut down, right? A little whining is okay, but if they're getting really, really upset, they aren't going to be in a place to learn language. So it's a fine dance on this one, and you'll have to just do trial and error to see what works for your kid. There's lots of language to use with the ramp itself, like holding the car at the top of the ramp and saying, ready, set, go! Using the words up when the car is at the top and down when it gets to the bottom. And remember to use an animated voice like mine to engage your toddler and increase the likelihood of imitation. The next activity is super fun and a favorite of my kids, and it's an easy car wash activity. You either can pretend the cars are dirty or actually get them dirty in the mud outside or in the dirt. You're gonna have 2 separate containers of water, one with soapy water and one with clean water. You'll need a dish brush or a sponge and a towel. And to start the activity, you can make a comment like, "Oh, my car is so dirty. Let's clean it." And then you're gonna dip it into the soapy water and start scrubbing it. And as you do that, you can say, wash, wash, wash. You can talk about the different parts of the car, wash the door, wash the window, wash the tires. You can talk about dirty and clean, in and out as you put it in and take it out of the water, and of course wet and dry as you rinse it, and then use the towel to dry the cars. You can say pat, pat, pat as you dry each car. If you think your toddler will like these activities, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And this is going to be a series, so you're going to want to subscribe so that you don't miss the next one. I'm also open to suggestions, so please comment below what toy you think would be helpful to cover next. And of course, if you have any questions, happy playing, and I'll see you next time.